Hey there, my viewers. It's your good old buddy here, Team Rarai, and I'm back with another podcast. But before I do that, do me a favor, my viewers. Hit the notification on your tablet, on your cell phone, on your main computer. Then you'll know when I get a brand new video or a podcast or anything I upload on this YouTube channel. Then you'll be the first one to comment or like this subject or whatever. That just give you a heads up, okay? That really means a lot to me. And speaking of that, thank you very much for the latest podcast, and thank you for the comment. Okay, that really means a lot to me. And I did found you on Instagram. Just to let you know, okay? Thank you. I found you from the previous podcast, okay? So whenever you can, you could find me on Instagram. There you go. Now let's move on and discuss about this matter. It took place last night, live at Madison Square Garden in New York City. WWE live event. Okay, I'm not too sure. I think it was a SmackDown show. But regardless, it was AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the United States title. Now, before I say that, everyone knows out there by now that AJ Styles won like a Battle Royal, something like that, recently on the SmackDown Live edition to face Kevin Owens for Kevin Owens' United States title for the upcoming SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view called Battleground. Now, when I heard news last night that AJ Styles beat KO for his U.S. belt, I was very shocked. And I said to myself, he's going to drop it the next time he faces Kevin Owens. And that was a great moment for a live event. Great moment for all the viewers who attended that show in New York City. Lucky people. Now, speaking of live events, every time I go to live events with my brother or my friend, I never ever see a title change. It never happens too often. Very, very rarely. A little flashback. Back in the F days, back in '94, it was Bob Backlund. He was a WWF champion versus Diesel. Diesel, it was a quick match. The bell rang, and Diesel just kicked him in the stomach, did a power bomb, and 1, 2, 3. The rest is history, and this is way before the the network. I think is one on YouTube or one of the old school DVDs. So that's very rare, you know. And I think the reason KO dropped the belt is, I'm guessing, is A, he was due for a long vacation, or B, he was injured. Not really too sure. Maybe, just maybe, they will address this matter. I don't think they will address it tonight because it's a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. But maybe they would just still talk about it. They shouldn't, because it's two different brands, and they should not discuss about whatever. I hate when they do that, but whatever again. But maybe they would discuss it this Tuesday night on Live Edition or for SmackDown. Okay, so I'll put the article down below. I am not going to read it word from word because in the past I totally screwed up and I don't want to embarrass myself. So I'm very happy for AJ. He's a former WWE champion. He's a current United States champion. Do you think it's possible he could be tag team champion on Raw or SmackDown or Intercontinental champion? He could be like a triple crown winner or something like that. Or I forgot what's the name of it if you win every belt. You know, I think there's only a few guys did it in WWE history. I think the only guy in WWE history is HBK. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think John Cena is closer, or he did already. So, and off the record, I'm going to say this one thing. That match between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens has been scrapped for the upcoming exclusive pay-per-view called Battleground for the SmackDown pay-per-view. So that means that match is not going to take place at all. So if you bought your tickets already for Battleground, probably you guys are pissed off. Or maybe, just maybe AJ Styles will defend his United States title against a new opponent. We'll find out on Tuesday or something like that, you know. Most likely, KO will get his rematch down the road, you know. My guess is injured, like I said a few minutes ago, or he needs to take some time off. When last time he took some time off since he was in WWE? I don't think he ever did. You know, when he went to he was in NXT, then he went to the main roster, then he was on Raw, and then they did a shake-up, then he was on SmackDown, so he needs some time off, like everyone else there in WWE. Even the people who's not on WWE programming, they take some time off, you know? You gotta charge your batteries, and you can focus better, you know? And all that good stuff, you know? So, are you glad that AJ Styles won? I'm happy for the guy, you know? This guy did a lot in his short WWE career. Off the record, okay? When he first debuted in WWE, it was at the Rumble 2016. I was there with my dad. I really thought it was The Undertaker because that music gave me a huge 180. I didn't know it was him. Did you at first? Probably not until you saw him. So that was a great moment. And instead of Triple H won the Royal Rumble, it should have been AJ Styles. That'd be a huge thing for him. But I guess it was not the time for AJ Styles to become champion. I prefer him over Triple H. The reason, I just say this off the record, I'm sorry I get off subject. The reason they give Triple H the Royal Rumble, the championship, because a lot of key guys were injured that year. So I guess they always say, Triple H always say, there's always Plan B, and he won it. He had a okay build up between him and Roman, but the match for WrestleMania 32 absolutely sucks big time. The entrance between Triple H and Roman is pretty decent. Triple H always nail it big time. Roman, not so much in my eyes. But I don't know how many years he has left in his current contract. AJ Styles, he's definitely a future Hall of Famer. Hopefully they put him in with a short run with the company. So I hopefully, when his contract expires, hopefully he renews it. I don't want him to be a part-timer, you know, because he does great things on the SmackDown brand, you know. What I mentioned before, I'm going to say again, I hate part-timers going after any freaking championship belts, and that is true. Now, the reason WWE is doing this because probably they don't have no trust in the young whippersnappers, especially McMahon. You know, Raw sucks. 3 hours, a buzzkill. I still watch it, but not from a distance, okay? And once again, I'm sorry, I'm going off the subject here. I'm just like to mix it up a little bit, you know? But, he needs to step down, McMahon, like I said, time after time. Before I do these podcasts, I usually do a video. So, for some reason, my podcast is more successful than in my visualize for some reason. I don't know why. I'm doing my best. But if you have not listened to my predictions for tonight, Great Balls of Fire, go check it out. Then sooner or later, I do my Great Balls of Fire review. So the article from tonight's discussion will be down below. Have a good one. This is your friend here. Team Right is now sign off. Now, what I said earlier about the notifications, please do that. Please let your friends know about this channel. I've been on here for 10 darn years already. 10 years in the making. I'm never going to give up. I'm not just saying that because John Cena says that. So I'm not get burned out. But I always come back, you know. So once again, this is Team Right is now signing off. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk to you very, very soon.